Alright guys, we're jumping in right now. Welcome everybody, it's the Raven 1v1 Invitational, the series between BacT and Whoop. And, well, we're in game number 2 of course, with the first one being taken by Whoop in that Huns war. And well, we're into a Celt war it seems. Of course, free pick it is in Hidden Civs. But you can't pick Huns mains or Aztecs, so they're both going with Celts in this game. So we have a Celt war on Arabia. And, well, it's interesting those important players. In the blue, we got Whoop here. I've already mentioned playing the Celts. And let's have a look at his map currently. Well, to the south, he's got some woodline here. But that Oasis there, being a real pain, means that it's a bit awkward. Not the most efficient of woodlines to take. One has to be on the outside, which is too far away, really. He has got woodline up at the north, though. He is actually really close to the edge of the map, too. But woodlines-wise, not the best. I mean, one to the north, which is alright for now, but later on could be a bit difficult. He's got his main goal also north of his TC, out on the map as well. And his main stone to the left of it, and not too far away from the main stone either, is his secondary goal, too. The ball being quite close. He should be able to find that ball. Although Whoop did take both his balls last game. Rest of the map, though, wise for Whoop in the woodline, not too far away from the main goal again. More towards the middle of the map. And again, secondary stone, a little bit further out, as his third and final goal. Next to the woodline I was already talking about. And it's not been too shabby later on to TC. I mean, you can work his way around it. It will cover the extra goal too. It'll be interesting to see if he'll take that later on. As he builds a house down to take that first ball in. So, not the worst map I've ever seen, but not the best either. It's pretty, meh. I'll put it down to a meh of a map. Anyway, though, let's introduce BacT, though. BacT here, hoping to get a better map, hoping to find his boars this time. I really hope he has... Okay, this sheep will scout that boar out. Looks like he's actually even going to start taking it very shortly. Even seeing that wall coming in. Yeah, any boar ceilings? Well, it looks like BacT... I'm gonna introduce BacT's map in a bit, but I want to see if there's any boar steals going on. But no, it looks like it's actually gonna be okay. But BacT gonna run underneath the TC. No, BacT don't. Oh, BacT. Oh, BacT. Oh, nice recovery though from Whoop. Kills the ball. Kills the scout and recovers the ball. Now that's why I didn't introduce BacT's map just yet, because BacT just lost his scout so early on, and this is really bad because look at what he scouted. He scouted most of his base, okay, but all he sees from Whoop's base is where his extra gold is, where his berries are, a boar, and a TC. That's all he knows about the map. That's not good for him. Anyway though, how about his own map? Let's have a look at what he's got over here. Well, he's got a woodline again to the left of TC, right next to his main gold, which is not too shabby. So south of the map though, of where his TC's placed, is where he's currently taking his woodline. Again, not the worst. It's alright, yeah. No back woodlines again for him, though. He too at the edge of the map, so both players have got forward woodlines to take from. Berries quite close to the left of TC, and to the south of the berries is extra stone as well. His secondary stone. His main stone being on the front. And around the other side, this woodline's got his secondary goal, and his third goal not too far away from the main stone once more. That's got 4 on the wheels. Going to bring that next boar in. So he has got both boars this game. So good news for BacT at least. He has got both boars. And he will bring them in now. But what is he going to be doing now? The fact that he doesn't have any scouting info. That's so huge. And Whoop knows this as well, considering where he came from in terms of the path. Came from this direction. So Whoop could decide to go a bit of an aggressive play and go for a forward here. And with a map like his, maybe we could be seeing man-at-arms. We could be seeing a general drush into a forward. I would like to see a drush into a forward or a man-at-arms forward here from Whoop. But interesting how BacT would react to it. Again, BacT might be quite exposed. He can do a bit of walling if he really feels like it. But if he does the walling on the front here, on the left-hand side, and a little bit to the right, he'll be pretty much penned in. Not exactly a lot of space to work with. And there we go. Barracks now being put down here by BacT. He's going to go for a drush. Now, what is Whoop going to be doing? Well, he's got a gold mine looking to collect some golds. There's going to be definitely some I believe, some militia of sorts. And by that, I mean it could be man-arms or it could just be straight up militia. I think it's good. Oh, he said a second to go. That's a lumberjack. Okay, this villager, a little bit indecisive. It's like, I'm going to be a gold buyer. Nope, I'm going to be a lumberjack. He's probably going to put the barracks about here, I think. And help to try and wall across the front here. That's probably his goal. Okay, yeah. About here. Yeah, that's exactly that. Slight slip over the old water there. BacT starting pumping out those militia. Actually, queuing up 4 militias, in fact. Hasn't got the loom. I'm not too sure if that's on purpose or he is going to be going for a 5-man drush. Oh, BacT, please. Go for it. Go for a 5-man... Ah, okay, he clicked off on. Yeah. It was a mistake. Everyone seems to go for a 5-man drush though with Kel. I mean, why not? Whoop, scouting out already. Does see the drush. Does see the barracks already up too. I'm trying to get some damage out already. Get some good couple of club hits in. Ooh, whoop, scout getting very low there on 6 HP. That's going to be very useful there for BacT when it comes to the fight. Because whoop, scout won't... Basically can't get in action really. It'll get picked up very easily. Trying to drag away though. Trying to drag that aggro here from the militia away from his base somewhat. And that'll buy him a little bit of time to get his own militia out too. But these Celt militia are pretty darn quick. They're making their way across already. As Whoop finishes some walls on the left hand side, even starting to wall up the front here, putting a house down again. We'll close this gap up here. Now we'll provide a lot of cover here for this main goal. That's very nice there for him. Nice planning. Both Joshes right now. Whoop keeping it back in his base, playing a little bit defensive. Well, BacT now looking to try and find his way in, and actually going to cross past this time. Who's going to be... Whoop, looks like Whoop caught notice first, and BacT probably knows too. Going to try and get the top of the hill here as engagement flies up, but one of them's a little bit trapped here. Now the scout trying to get in action too. Will lose a scout in this fight, but getting some good free hits off. Now BacT running back, because look at this, barely much damage done to Whoop's militia. And BacT lost a lot of HP on one of them at least. And the other ones are a little bit injured too. Now walking to the path of a wolf. Oh, the Gaia is not with him today as the wolf takes into action. It's like BacT going to start dragging his militia away from his base. As Whoop tries to hunt them down. BacT first to click up as well. 28 pops on 28 bills, 31 pop. Oh, loses one to the wolf. Now the wolf is targeting here. Whoops, militia. Does get something bugged out though, in terms of it, you know, sort of blocked. I call it bugged out in terms of, you know, sort of thing. Anyway though, slight skirmish and BacT seems back up, but walks into the path of another wolf. Oh, BacT, you're not having the luck today, bud, are you? Whoop, click up to the feudal age now, a little bit later. One fill up, but he is a little bit later. That is going to affect his uptime. As right now, Whoop looks to make his way in. But Barry seems to be pretty well walled up. I believe. Yeah, this looks... I don't see any mischievous holes, as Europe would say. Europo would say. Well, there is a slight gap, but this will get walled up in good time. So that's fine. I'm not too sure if I think it's the fact that BacT got the loom much later. I think that's what really helped him in terms of the build number. Can't find a way in, it seems. So it's just gonna poke at a house. I mean, why not? Anyway though, BacT hits the feudal age right now. He's gonna probably drop down that archer range. Yep, archer range and blacksmith. Yeah, Black has been being the back over there. And he's actually got plenty of resources to click up on as well. Economy looking pretty solid. And he should click up pretty much as soon as Whoop gets into the feudal age, I think. And this is actually pretty huge. Get up a lot earlier. And probably what BacT will do, maybe delete some of these palisades here, enter up the second range around about here, and then I'll keep the ranges combined. There we go, BacT advancing up to that castle age. That's a pretty decent time there, 1653. And there we go. Oh, actually, yeah, the palisade, just going to keep it a little bit safe behind it. It's fair enough. Okay, now he deletes it. I knew he was going to delete the palisades eventually. I just thought he would just put it in here. But then at the same time, if he puts it there, he would have blocked that archer range to some degree. So, yeah, he was right to do it like that way. And a couple of those militia there from BacT finding a wood line. Can they actually try and pick up a build, do any sort of decent harass? I don't think so. Doesn't feel like it's going to be even now as well. Whoop tracks back those militia to take care of those two pesky ones. Bit of HP damage done though to that villager. That backblast is also put down. Let's see, they're clicking up here soon enough from Whoop, I believe. There we go, now he clicks up. But look at the difference in time. 1811 to 1653. And we're already seeing archers being pumped out here from BacT as well. We're probably able to get just probably the crossbow only. He will have the fletching done too. Yeah, he's got the fletching already done. But the resources, you know, he hasn't got enough to do crossbow and bodkin at this point. So what he would probably do is just, yeah, get the crossbow, maybe even get bowsaw, something like that. Ooh, a slight gap of that archer age. It's like, Whoop should take note of that. But BacT using those missions just to sort of do a little bit of scouting, a little bit of annoyance. So now gets that horse collar and the little bit axe. Why the big difference even though they're running the same build? Did he lose a build? I'm not too sure he lost a build. As far as I'm aware, he didn't lose a build. If you want, I'll rewatch the rec and then see if he lost a build. But I think it's a little bit late up in general. It partly was the fact that BacT didn't get loomed for ages, which would have really helped out with that uptime too, because of course, you know, you got that one extra fill for a much longer period of time. Anyway though, Castle Edge is in right now for BacT. Crossbow being done and the bowsaw, like I said. Whoop, just only get the fletching just now. Try and pick up that bill quickly. But gonna meet in part of those archers and a couple of militia. Does pick up that one bill. Beautiful work there by BacT. We'll lose one crossbow to the militia. Cheeky. Amazing, because that Celt speed, I could close down those crossbows quite well. We'll lose another one to the militia. That's crazy. That's great. I mean, he picked up a bill and a couple of archers. It's okay there for BacT, but those militia at least somewhat pay for themselves. And they're getting to work again once more. Now, it kills another crossbow. What? Come on, BacT, you gotta sort this out. Oh, the third one shouldn't have gone down, but that just shows you how good Celt militia are really, with that speed bonus that they do have. Anyway, looks like Whoop's got abandoned that wood line, it seems, as the crossbows pressure it once more. Now BacT's going to get the bodkin arrow, as Whoop just only starts upgrading the crossbow. 8 military to 5, and we're seeing now Whoop trying to wall at the edge of the map too, to stop those crossbows sneakily running on through. Now even seeing a defensive tower being put up by Whoop. Just in response, he has to get it up to protect the gold in the wood because it's just completely exposed. Tower will come up in good time. Yeah, BacT just did forging. Yeah, I saw that as well. Why did that? Did he? Oh wait, actually, I'm gonna check. He may have cancelled it. I'm just gonna double check, guys. Did he just get the forge? No, he cancelled it. Okay, he cancelled the forging. It's okay. He cancelled the forging. Siege workshop being put up by Whoop right now. As the crossbows look to try and move in. And now pops a few crossbows of Whoop's own here, and stuck in between a TC tower and crossbows. BacT's going to lose his entire army. Now he's got to try and do as best he can. Picks off one bill. Ooh. He sort of got forced into this position here. Very nicely played by Whoop. But he's going to lose a couple of bills on the way out. Loses 2. Crossbows will go down now, but I think he lost that second bill a bit cheaply. A couple of mistakes coming out from Whoop. Now he's getting the bow saw. He's got his siege box up, so Mangonel's going to start being created here. Don't see any siege box. Okay, there's a siege box from BacT. Well, he's got a Mangonel coming out too. This is nice to see. Has BacT got any extra TCs? I don't think he does. In fact, he's got one really saturated lumber line. He needs to reset the lumber line, and I think he might want to split it up a little bit. It's too much for my liking. Nonetheless, though, crossbows on top of the hill, going for an engagement, but there's too many here for Whoop for BacT to deal with. Against Whoop. Can't get the old sentences out. Trying to do the old splitteroo, trying to get out, but looks like he loses a couple of crossbows. It's not going to save him. He loses all those crossbows, really. Yeah, they were going to get picked off. Well played here by Whoop. Doing a good job on the defense, and the thing is, though, he is pretty behind on the economy front. 34, 38. Here's that Mangonel, though. Can he get the money shot? Can we see the money shot? It's just missed it. Okay. Goes for a good... Oh, he gets it on the split. Walks right into it. Beautiful shot. That just wipes out half that army. Is it really bounced back to... Oh, no, I got BacT. This crossbow's going to start just chasing off the rest of them from Whoop. So Mangonel's sort of a little bit out of position, really. It probably must be with its friends, but it's on its own. I have no idea why, but why not? I guess. I thought you'd be bringing it back with the rest of your crossbows, but there you go. Whoop, only getting the bodkin arrow now as BacT gets the wheelbarrow. That'll help recover on the build count a little bit here for Whoop. So Mangonel, on its sole purpose, looks to take out the militia. Boom. God, no messing there from BacT. Lots of pressure at house right now, but look at this one. Whoop, can he get a sneaky shot in? Oh, BacT sees it in the nick of time. Now he wants to go for a bit of Mangonel wars here. And oh, look at that micro. Okay. Okay, you don't normally should have gone to the side, not the back like that. You will lose Mangonel. He's probably banking on the fact that he would get away with it, but not this time. Whoop doing a little bit of micro here and there. Trying to dodge the old crossbow bolts. Same coming out from BacT though. Ooh. Oh, Whoop's got the hill, so... Oh, yeah. This is a pretty good engagement for Whoop. Hills? What hills, says Barry. He picks another one off. And they both separate out like, I don't want to fight you anymore. Want to share the love. Yeah, his original name was Bagiofro. We call him BacT or BacT or whatever you want to call him. Or Barry. Barry. Walks into again, another wolf, BacT. He's loving these wolves today. I think for the map generation amount of wolves that normally is, he's probably encountered every single one of them now. Like what those try and make a way, of course. Same time though, another fresh batch of crossbows looking to try and raid, of course. Mangonel shot comes in, nice ground attack. Does get a good splash damage, I believe. Oh, maybe not. Well, that's surprising. I thought that connected. That definitely did, though. Flattens too. Another one does pop out, but that was just... Honestly, I thought that first ground attack was brilliant, but apparently didn't really do much damage at all. Oh, Whoop feels like it's a Hun war. He's got the Cav Archer out. He wants to get... Of course, being a slight mistake there, but normally you wouldn't be expecting to see Cav Archers here coming out from the Celts, but there you go. Now we're seeing a TZ being popped out by BacT on this wood line. Okay. Interesting. He'll pick up the rest of these crossbows. So right now, 48-47. It's pretty neck and neck. There's nothing much to... And it can even tell by the scores too. It's like 10-20 difference. There's nothing in it so far. A third TC though is coming up. No, fourth TC in fact. The third TC already being up here down the south. Like I said, it was going to be on the outside, on the other side of this wood line next to second gold. I am spot on today, this morning. A few crossbows trying to raid, but not going to get much done. Up at the top though, BacT chasing away and probably looking to try and apply a bit more pressure. I'm sending a few more crossbows back. I think to deal with these three crossbows over here. It just got real. Town Center coming down from work right now. Is that his second Town Center? It's third Town Center, of course. The third one being there. Like I said again, I'll tell you what, my TC spotting has been pretty on point so far. I don't want to boast, but I never really normally get it right, so I'm quite happy today. So BacT gonna chase away these crossbows. The build counts again just remain pretty much even, like just one difference. There's nothing much to tell. This could go pretty much all the way in terms of going into a very late game situation here. Both players really not got much map control. I guess BacT got a little bit more. He's got two mangonels on the front here with a bunch of crossbows, and maybe it's time for him to get a little bit down and dirty. But the problem is this hill here for Whoop. Whoop's got a great hill position here. He's got two mangonels sitting on it already. He's going to move out the TC for the stone, the wood. Very nice. It's going to help, of course, get those woe raiders out later on by collecting the stone. And the woods, of course, are quite nice and valuable. But right now, BacT going to try and force it up top, but ooh, mangonel shot comes in. Doesn't really connect very much. But the next one does. Before even BacT gets a return fire. That's a 1-for-0. That's a really good result. And now Whoop probably feels a little bit more confident in pushing out right now with these two mangonels. Or even with just a one alone. Keeps one back a little bit. BacT got another mangonel coming in. But, oh, Whoop walks in without any patrol into the path of the crossbows. He will do a 1-for-1 trade on the mangonel. Does do a quick split out. As the Cav Archer looks to run away. You even seeing BacT put a 5th town center. 1, 2, yeah. What? Yeah, 5 TCs. Yeah, BacT's 4 TCs. He's gonna go for a 5th. And I don't blame him. This 5th TC is kind of important because he really needs to get an actual decent wood line. Because this one, I don't like this TC. I'll be honest. No. If anything, on the stone at least, maybe. I don't know. I don't like that TC placement. You can't really put many farms around it. If you think about that, this wood line won't be for much longer, especially with Celts as well. That wood bonus that they have is just ridiculous. Wheelbarrow getting knocked up by Whoop a little bit late. I mean, 31 minutes in. Might think about getting a little bit earlier, buddy. But he's actually ahead in the build count. 75-71. As right now, a few crossbows here up top and BacT picking off some builds from Whoop. But mangonel shot comes in. Ooh. And I thought that might have been a big kill there, but the +1 armor and being a little bit uphill kind of saved those crossbows. Just a small tad. Meanwhile, though, Whoop might have scouted out this TC, maybe, with the crossbows. Nah, I don't think so. Trying to do some harassment where he can with his crossbows by BacT, but the mangonel's already there in position, ready to try and force him away. Crossbows going to try and pick another build off. Could try and pick off his house bill here. Oh, just fails to do so. Now Whoop going to build a castle. This villager is just taunting these crossbows. Now the mangonel's in position, will force us back. But a castle is being created, but where? Where is he going to put it? Well, ideally, he probably wants to put it right on top of this hill here. But he might have to put it a little bit safer back here. Or he might do it over here. Oh, instead he puts it right here by the main gold. That's okay for a first castle. Of course, for that late game, you really don't want to put him too far out. Especially when the fact that he's not confident in putting a castle up a little bit more forward in the middle of the map. Play a little bit safe. As BacT to move another set of crossbows. Now he's getting the ballistics done. But this mangonel comes in. This is the first shot. So the crossbows but another good shot there. And these crossbows. I don't think our large being concentrating. Yeah, they're going to get picked up completely. Good job there. Meanwhile, though, it looks like a couple of builds got picked up here by BacT, and the TC is, well, BacT's own mangonel comes back to defend. There's a castle tries to come up here from BacT too, but it gets a little bit denied here by his 4 crossbows. There are 2 mangonels out though, so these crossbows will, of course, get killed or pushed away. But that castle delay is a bit of a pain. Both players going to click up to Imperial Age very shortly. BacT has got so much food, it's stupid, but he has no gold. And Wolf has clicked up, he's got it, yeah, he's going to bring down a market, sell some of the food. I don't think he wants to sell the stone, but if he really wants to click up pronto, he might have to sell the stone. And I don't think that's ideal by any means. He's got so many on the gold currently. What is he making? He's still making more crossbows. Maybe cut off the crossbow production slightly. Sell the food. What's the plan, BacT? How are you going to get up, bud? Just got to sell the food. Just sell the food. Alright, well, okay, that's fine. He's not... He won't sell the food, it seems. Meanwhile, though, Wolf's going to get the second castle up already. The first one being by the main goal, the second one being on top of this hill. Nice placement. You can then put the third one over here. This is where I really want to see a castle being placed. One maybe here, maybe one over here as well. There's an outpost gets put down by BacT just to get a little bit more information what's going on. But I don't think it'll go up very long, if at all, because that mangonel is right there. Well, even those crossbows there from BacT could get picked off, as he's actually also on the way to Imperial Age 2. That second castle now up. Whether it's already been pumped out here from Wolf. Got a +1 armor already done. These crossbows are just gonna melt. The mangonel here from... Well, gonna get picked off. Just needs another bolt. Yep, there we go. Gets taken out for sure. Now that these mangonels as well gonna get picked off too. And this is crazy. I mean, look at this too. I mean, the build counts are exactly the same, but the military count a little bit ahead of BacT. But that just is. This again. This game is going to go long. I feel. I mean, what maybe up a little bit ahead in terms of being 1 minute ahead, but I don't even think it's going to be enough. And there we go. There's that castle I've been wanting to see there from Wolf on top of this hill, right slap bang in the middle between both bases. This is so key. Now we're seeing a castle equally from BacT on a good position too. Going to cover that gold. And is that his second castle? Oh, that's a little bit late for a second castle. Of course, being delayed by the first one, he couldn't mine that stone safely. So the production's definitely ahead here for on the Warrior Raiders front. And he's going to start sending them out already. He's got Elite Warrior Raider coming in and chainmail armor. And trying, of course, do some raiding here. Looks like good reactions coming up from BacT. We'll stop that from happening. Looks like one Warrior Raider does die to the castle fire. Even see a bit of snowballs. Quick walls coming out of here from BacT. Can he get it done in time though? Might have to gate it up though. Yeah, look at that. There you go. Quick gate coming down. But needs to finish the job though. Those Warrior Raiders going to get there very soon. Oh. Just gets done in the nick of time. All played there by BacT. Meanwhile, this TC down the south of the map though has been caught out here from my Whoop. Has to quickly do a bit of stonewall. I think it just got done in good time, but the south is still open. Two castles being created. BacT probably needs to... He's got tons of gold. The food count looks so great. Now he's getting Elite Warrior Raider though. He's going to get, of course, the rest of the armor upgrades that he needs and whatnot. Trying to desperately repair his house up to stop those Warrior Raiders from getting in. Send some crossbows to help defend with here. He's even got a few Warrior Raiders he's already created beforehand. That's fine. He'll be able to deal with that quite alright. The thing is though, is how is he going to stop? How is he going to defend his position on this hill here? Because Whoop's going to start getting trebuchets about here and start knocking his castle down. But first of all, the main target is this TC where this wood line is. And there's a lot of villagers there too. Mangonel gets killed. At the same time though, a little bit exposed. But look at our Warrior Raiders there from Whoop though. 28 military, 30 military from BacT. But remember, there's quite a lot of crossbows in that mix in the army. So Warrior Raider count definitely significantly lower. And he's way behind the upgrades too. He needs to get that plate mail armor. So BacT sends some few Warrior Raiders, sort of a suicide run, and the Mangonel there to finish the job, but got taken down just before then. TC will stay up, but there are plenty of warriors. I think they should just go straight for it. I think he's trying to repair the TC, but so that all those villagers by the TC are going to go down. On the left-hand side, though, a few crossbows here from BacT trying to do some raiding, but the castle there brilliantly positioned, and that's just going to take off all those crossbows there very nicely. And there we go. Eject from the TC, all those vills running back to safety, but will get picked off once more. A couple of warriors trying to go for an engagement, but that's not wise. There's just so many coming out of Whoop right now. 42 military to 20. Now plate mail armor coming up. He's also got the forging done too, BacT. So they'll both have exactly the same amount of upgrades, but Whoop gonna get the iron casting and but the numbers though is so ahead. 43-28. We need to see even Whoop maybe get a couple more trebs out and start knocking it down. Where's BacT? BacT got a third castle up, by the way, on the front of his base here. Sort of protecting the entrance to his base, and I guess some sort of wood lines later on for him to take. Even some builds out to just put lumber camp a little bit further. Just spreading out the eco. But again, very passive here so far. Even in the Imperial, now we're seeing a couple of tributaries coming out. But even still, I'm a little bit surprised. I would have liked to see a little bit more aggression coming out from here from Whoop. But he's playing like he did a little bit like last game. Just playing it patient, playing it cool, I believe. Now we're seeing another castle come up here from BacT way back in his base once more. Sort of all in like a one sort of nice little line. And actually decided to get to work on this castle on the flat ground. So many warriors. It's very hard here for BacT to engage. I'm going to try and send him in soon enough. He's going to get the blast furnace, maybe wait for that upgrade to come in. But it might be too late though to save the castle. Desperately repairing it. The second trebuchet now starts to unpack itself. And here we go. Here's that engagement though. He's going to start charging in. But Whoop's going to get the +4 damage any second now. And there's so many numbers too. 61 to 38. And this is absolute massacre. I think BacT's losing everything here. The castle fire helping out a little bit here. But, oh, wait, what? BacT's winning this fight? No, there's no way he's winning this fight. No, there's no way. I was about to say, there's no way he can win this fight. The reinforcement now coming in here from Whoop. But that was not a bad fight there for BacT. And in fact, he's going to win the fight. No way. Where's the rest of the army here from Whoop? Okay. Well, he won in some respect. He's holding on to this position. He will lose maybe one castle. The Mangonel takes out the trebuchet. This is unbelievable. How did he do it? He was also out-teched for a small part too. He still is. He still hasn't got the +4. That castle fire was helping for one thing, but that wasn't going to be cutting the numbers. I was saying it was a massacre to begin with, but no. This ended up being a big win for BacT. How the hell did he do it? Unbelievable. Meanwhile, though, a few warriors are inside BacT's base zone, causing a few issues. Just doing some annoying harassing again. And he kept the castle up as well. Oh my god. But can he survive the next wave, though? Well, he's got to get back on that gold immediately. He's got enough gold to keep the numbers up for now. And so his warriors have to try and basically get back inside and do some more harass. Plenty of villagers inside of TC's idle. 33 idle villagers. Need to sort that out. How did he lose it? But here we go, though. Whoop got another battery army. Going to start raiding. It's here, a little bit exposed. Could be a loss of a lot of villagers here. He's not too careful. In fact, he's just going to go straight to the corner of the map. Okay, no, it's going to go back, of course. Start harassing. More and more villas could go down. Same time, though, BacT's going to send a few warriors of his own to go and try and do some raiding. And this wood line here, again, pretty exposed. The castle hit the left-hand side, but not going to cover this wood line. Even now, starting to see Whoop pick up those relics. which is nice to see. He's even starting to mine the extra gold. All on Whoop's favours on his side. More and more Roro starting to get stuck in. Monastery coming up from BacT. He too fancies those relics. But this time, though, again, though, Whoop got a big military advantage. He's remassed very quickly here. And BacT's got plenty of gold, but the food count, just from being so idle from the woad raiding, from the raiding by the woads, has meant that he can't keep up that production. Mangonel shot. Come on. Ah, kills one. Still not really good for BacT, to be fair. Just really behind on the military count. Despite having 4 castles. More and more raiding just happening, and it's just so frustrating for BacT. And again, just don't even care about the 2 castle fire. Going to go straight for the gold villagers, and this is a huge loss there. Oh my god. Now, Whoop selling a bit of wood. Sold a lot, in fact. Meanwhile, though, again, the warriors are just back on through. They destroyed the house and they're back on. It's killing time, they say. And again, more and more vills getting picked off. BacT still trying to keep up the vill count at 107. But again, he's having to reproduce all the lost vills. So that's a lot of food being used up. Good thing is, though, with this small army that have, he did cut him off from this gold here. Which is a good thing. Meanwhile, though, back in BacT's own base, though, just more and more raiding. He's doing such a good job. He just doesn't care. And the count right now, 62 to 44. But the damage being pulled out here by Whoop is huge. And look at the resource of Barry right now. 838 gold, 100 food. The look quick count on the current numbers. I think we can. Can we have a look? Yeah, we have a quick look here right now. We can see. Yeah, food. Barely anything coming up with BacT. We've got 28 like farmers, it seems. Okay, now it's 37. But 65 there from Whoop. That's a disgusting number. 45. Okay, yeah. Okay, now the villagers are back to work. But that's still a big difference there in general. And look at that as well. Yeah, it's actually struggling a bit on the gold front. He's been pretty much starved of this gold. Now he's going to put a TC on it to basically secure it. As yet, another batch comes in. Now, I'm a little bit concerned here because he keeps sending a lot of these units in at a time. And yeah, he's killing villagers. That's a pretty good result. But he's not really getting many objectives completed. He hasn't taken down a castle yet. He's just trying to kill villagers. I don't think BacT honestly cares that much. He's just going to reproduce them. He's going on to these, again, 2 castle fire and TC constantly all the time. But I guess Whoop just can afford it, it seems. Running under these 2 castles. Why not? Again, great job here by BacT top. Denying his TC, killing again a number of villagers as well. Denying that gold, really good job. As those warriors once more go back under the TC. And it's not enough here from BacT to try and deal with. Okay, now he's got some more reinforcements coming. He's got a few back there too. Yeah, there we go. He's going to bring them all back in for the fight. BacT has got a decent amount of food. So, okay, now he's just used it all up. Lots of wood though. And here we go, another fight once more. But underneath the town centre. But yeah, it should be okay for BacT, but considering the amount of numbers that Whoop has, he just cleaned up the entire army there of BacT. This time it was definitely a much better result. BacT sending more and more back, and more vills going down at the same time too. It's all farmers as well, and there we go. GG gets called by BacT. Crazy, just couldn't keep up with the numbers. Yeah, 61 to 13 in the end. The raiding just paid off in the end, just constantly harassing. Maybe BacT should have made a greater emphasis on the warning front. I'm not too sure. It was one of those things where it's like, how the hell are you doing it still? But really good job by Whoop. That was fantastic play. Whew. Good game. That was a really good game. It was fairly, I would say, not the most exciting for a good 30 minutes, but it then started to crank up towards the end, so that's pretty cool. But get really well played by both. You've got the castles in really good positions. The economy was nice in general. Yeah, I know it's 200 score difference, but the game is sort of over because you can clearly see that the Rady was doing a really good job in terms of keeping farmers idle, killing farmers, and then BacT has to replace those with, again with villagers, which costs food all the time, and it's just such a pain. So you can't like just basically produce everything. You can't produce villagers and warriors. Something has to give up. He had no eco at the end of it, really. He was just living on what he can, on what he could. Maybe even buying some food, I would be assuming. And you can even see this here as well. Look at that 5k food difference. Everything else was in BacT favor. The gold, the stone, the wood. But the food was 5,000 difference. And the village count was ahead for BacT too. And even again, Whoop collecting the relics. I love what Whoop does. He does it all the time. He gets the relics in nice and early. As soon as he hits Imperial, he gets that monastery down within like a couple of minutes. And just picks up those damn relics and starts bringing them in. It's really nice to see.